Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. Code LCFREECC for a free crazy combo with any pizza purchase out there. Everybody, you guys are doing a good job. Dennis Walsh said he's going to cheat and go on Friday. We very much appreciate that. Check it out. All right, joined by Jason Shearer. I am merely Mike Luke. All right, we've got a lot to get to this show. Wilbur's Big Burner will be emerging, but again, Wilbur's Big Burner, and I will confront him about this. They do not like the kids are very nervous about having their faces on camera, Sheer. I mean, Joseph shows this every single day. So they want to keep the anonymity. We will challenge the anonymity, though, but we will also respect Wilbur because we like Wilbur a great deal.
Yes. No one, it's secrets are sometimes they're valuable.
Secrets are fleeting. Is that a term?
You know what it is now, Mike. You say so many things that aren't terms. They are now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Mr. Tyler Warden. Yes, I agree. Mr. Tyler Warden. All right, now, Rage is going to come on, but not for like another year, he said. So, all right. Okay.
Who knows where Rage will be in a year.
Yeah, we have got a lot to get to today. But first, let's talk a little bit of Arizona. Let's talk. Armando Duarte, real time. I'm sitting waiting for real time that. Okay, now, appreciate you, Armando. All right, now let's talk, Sheer, first about a little bit of Arizona baseball. They won. I was up early watching Arizona baseball. They got up and they never trailed. This was good. It was a tough day for Kobe Thiel.
Yes, you watched it very closely.
Yeah.
You were locked in.
Yes, no, I was it. Yes.
Yeah. Do they play tomorrow now?
Wow, do they play tomorrow?
Yes, Mike, it's a conference tournament. This is a conference tournament, Mike.
All right, well, that's good then, man. Hey, I drink some dehydrated beer and you go ahead.
West Virginia or Cincinnati. West Virginia or Cincinnati. So,
I think we're going to win either one. Hey, I got a question. If Arizona wins the Big 12 tournament, can we host?
No.
Oh, thanks.
No,
but that would be good though. Either way, Arizona will be getting into the postseason. You do agree with this?
They
correct?
will be. Yes.
Nice.
I don't know if they'll be getting out of the postseason, and they will not out, but advancing. But they will be in the postseason.
All right. Now, do you think Kobe Thiel last year was telling everybody that there was no chance that Arizona would host? He was wrong, and he said some other things too.
Yeah, this is different. They won't host.
Okay, cool. All right. So we're going to keep you up to date on this. Our Arizona baseball, our Chip Hale. And again, Sheer, you said that they have to get to a Sweet 16?
I said if they get to a super regional, I will give him credit.
And you will say, my bad, Chip. That is the deal.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Now, yeah, cool. All right. Good stuff. All right. So we're going to talk about that. I can't wait to ask Wilbur's Big Burner. I got so many questions for Wilbur's Big Burner. So many questions. All right. Now, I want to talk a little bit, though, also about we're going to talk a little NBA. We're going to talk some other stuff. I want to talk about Cam Williams. Actually, we're going to talk Cam Williams. Cam Williams has shot up the draft boards, Sheer. Or draft board. Well, probably the draft board.
Probably that too.
He shot up the rankings. Now, here's what I'm going to say. I've given Sheer some grief on this. I will tell people exactly what Sheer said about Cam Williams. You weren't saying that Cam Williams wasn't good enough, but you said that you would slow play the offer because you do not want to risk losing Christian Collins.
No.
That is what you said.
It's similar to what I said. What I said was if Arizona feels that Christian Collins is the clearly better prospect, it would be tough to land both, right? Like slow play is, I hate that word, but that's not going to happen. They're going to take, whoever and whatever happens. Those two are pretty much the same.
Okay. Yes. No, but he's awesome though. And
look at Rage. Rage just broke news, dude.
Tyrone Riley to Arizona. Book it. Is Tyrone Riley in the portal?
Wow.
Is Tyrone Riley in the portal?
Who cares?
Yeah, well, I don't get it.
He is in the portal, I believe. Or maybe
Rage?
He came back. I think he came back, but he is playing for Tommy. He is playing. He withdrew from the portal, but let Rage cook.
All right, Rage. Yes, exactly. So Rage, here's the problem with Rage, though. Rage gets 1 out of 7 right, and then he wants an apology. All right. So either way, nice try, Rage. But Cam Williams, though, let me ask you this, Sheer, with the way that he can shoot, why can't he be the 3? Why can't he be the small forward? I like Cam Williams a lot.
Yeah, he's really good. The thing that I like is that a lot of the evals are talking about how good he is defensively,
right?
Which is not easy to do for a high school kid. So Yeah, I mean he's really talented. There's a reason Arizona was on him early, believe it or not.
Right.
Believe it or not.
Right. Yeah. Well, by
Arizona
early
was on him early.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
they offered him early. Yeah.
Yep. It's Eric L. Day. Wilbur's coming on, but he insisted on having his emoji on there.
You know what I wish we could do? You know, like in those like crime shows where like they box out the face.
Yeah.
I wish we had that technology. And then they do like a voice box thing.
Dude, no, I wish they did the thing where they have the where they put like the Gen Zers do with like the smiley face or whatever just in front of everything. Yeah, so that's what. But yes, he will be coming on. We talked to him before. He's come to a couple of our events. We like Wilbur's Big Burner. Good pal. Shout out AJ as well. All right, but Cam Williams, I like Cam Williams a lot. Let me ask you this year. Let me ask you this. So if Arizona were to get, I'm just going to say we're going to go domestic high school recruiting. If Arizona were to get Cam Williams, Cam Holmes, and Akinna Lozzi, call it a day. Shut down the forts. We go to the portal at that point.
Who was it? Akinna, Cam, and
Cam.
Akinna,
Cam, and Cam.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I still think it's probably a small class, but
well, yeah, but then we just go portaling then.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you imagine Arizona fans knowing that Arizona has to land 6 guys in the portal?
Hey, you know,
holy crap!
You know how enjoyable that would be though, to be able to have Cam Williams, Cam Holmes, and Lozzi all from Phoenix, just to be able to troll ASU fans.
There's just so many positives in it.
There is a lot of.
And it's a clear shot at ASU's new coach at that point.
Yes, no, there's a lot of scrumptious opportunities. But yeah, okay. So now let's talk a little bit about Tommy Lloyd. Tommy Lloyd's coaching Team USA. Everybody he's recruiting, he should put on the team, even if they don't agree with it.
Who did he cut? He cut someone years ago.
Yeah, no, I thought that was Sean that cut somebody.
Was that Sean that cut someone?
Didn't Sean cut like Reese Gibson or not Reese Gibson? Who was the guy that committed to the U of A before Lowry came here? Yeah, he did. That was him. Reese Davis. No, not Reese Davis.
TJ Leaf. Sean cut TJ Leaf.
Man, how did I get Reese Gibson from TJ Leaf?
Sean cut TJ Leaf. Yeah,
right.
And Sean was like, I don't care. I'm doing this for America. MF.
Yeah. No. He was back in the A, as in America, my friend.
Yeah.
But Tommy needs to bring everybody on board, Sheer. We agree with this.
I mean, they're so talented. I don't see why they wouldn't be. What's funny is the amount of assistants. Hubert Davis is magically an assistant.
Why is he an assistant? He sucks.
Mark Pope is an assistant.
Right. Yeah, but they all answer to Tommy. They all bow down to the Tommy gun.
Who did they get instead of TJ Leaf?
Lowry Markkinen. It was good. It was a good trade-off.
No, they didn't know about Lowry at that point.
No, they clearly did, because they got him like a month later.
What year was that?
I don't know, like 28.
The class of 2016.
We did. It was TJ Mark, or not TJ Markkinen. It was Lowry Markkinen.
Lowry was 16.
Whoever it was, TJ Leaf. They had a commitment with TJ Leaf.
I'm looking right now.
That's who it was, and then they got Lowry instead.
Was it, or was it Keanu Pinder?
Oh, yeah.
Keanu Pinder, better professional career than TJ Leaf.
Yeah, but either way, that was a good move by Arizona, though. They got
Lowry, Kobe, Raleigh, and Keanu Pinder. What a class!
What a class! Yeah, Andy Davis is pulling Andy Bryant's pulling a Mike Luke. He says Herbert Davis, and they're destroying UNC players. Herbert Davis. It's Hubert Davis. Don't get your names. Stop messing up the names here, Andy. Oh, $10 super snap from Vegas Falcon. No more Campbell players. I disagree with Vegas Falcon. We like Vegas Falcon a great deal. I am fine with the Campbell players as 8th men. I have no problem with Seth Henderson as an 8th guy. I got no problem with ADO. As a matter of fact, I think they're good 8th guys.
Look, I don't have any problem with those guys. It's the role. It's not having them on the team.
Well, in all fairness, though, with the Seth Henderson, they didn't know that Pella Larson was going to be a total weenie and wouldn't be able to start.
That is true.
That's not really like his fault. I mean, just kind of is what it is. But it was Lowry, though. Yes. Yeah. All right. I want to talk more about this Team USA. Man, we're stoked for Wilbur's Big Burner. But let's get a couple reads in here. First. Reese Leaf. What do we got? Talk to me. Oh, Little Caesars again. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Hey, wait a second here. Oh, life. All right. Longview. We like Little Caesars so much on the show. They will.
Caesars.
Yes, Longview Caesars. Okay. That sounds like a marching order going uphill. Longview Caesars as you're about to get your head cut off. All right, so life's getting busier. Is your financial planning keeping up? Did you recently change jobs? Let's talk you through what you want to do with your old 401k. Let's build a foundation. Do you feel like you're doing okay but not confident you're on the right track? Yeah, it's the story of my life. Give Andre a call at 520-325-3456 and reference the AZ12 for a complimentary initial meeting, and check out longviewii.com. Okay, longviewii.com. Again, we're not endorsing this website, though, Sheer.
I have no idea what's going on. Longviewii.com. Did we
Yeah, I don't know. Have you partnered with like Arizona Eye Care or Arizona Primary Eye Care?
Longview Investments and Insurance, II.
Oh, that was good. That was good. All right, but either way, not endorsing it. Won't do it. Nice try.
He texted me this morning to check on my eye, and while I appreciate the gesture, I knew what the next.
Yeah, nice try, Andre. Get out of here, dude.
I mean, I knew what was happening.
Everything with him involves an eye now. He wants to take us to Lojos Ocos or Oos Locos. He wants to take us all that. Yeah, nice try, Andre. But also, want to get to your eye here in a second. Also, what else do we got here? Eye, Captain. Oh, Sheer.
I really can't see.
Guess who had boots on the ground when Sheer was going to his eye appointment?
Dude, that is so weird what you did. Can we talk about what you did?
Sure.
I'm in the lobby. Not only you didn't even take a picture of me, Mike.
Because I could. I tried to take a picture of you, but I couldn't.
You took a picture of Aurora, and she was very upset.
Oh, I'm sure she was I'm sure she couldn't get through the day. Well, Gen Zers would be so upset by that to begin with. I mean, I'm sure that's yeah.
I will say this. Let me describe.
Your eye looks better.
I called her. Cheryl was not there, but she told the eye doctor who was there to expect me. They got me in within like 10 minutes. They gave me a full exam. They gave me an antibiotic, and I'm on the right track. It was really,
remember when you said they couldn't help you?
It was really really nice, good service, and I will be back actually next Wednesday for a follow-up. But the doctor was very cool.
All right, I got a question here. All right, yeah. So Cheryl's the best. I just plunked down. I got the the disposable or the year-long disposables. Daily year-long disposables. And guess what? Here's what's cool about it. Sheer is that they're so they're like originally like $890 or something for the year. But guess what? Then they knock off $150. Then they give you a $400 rebate, or I got knocked off $150 because like my insurance or something. And then they give you a $400 rebate. It's awesome. Daily contacts are the best. We like them.
This antibiotic is beating the crap out of me, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's supposed to do. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to say, "Hey, Sheer, let's not address the elephant in the room."
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Okay. So either way, check it out. Arizona Primary Eye Care. Yes, I had boots on the ground. Sheer was there, and I just had to be able to confirm that Sheer was there. I was getting Panda Express as well. Yummy.
Mike took an unsolicited pick of a minor. That's just really what it comes down to.
All right, Rage. Everybody, hey, Cody, go up there and screenshot this. Rage is promising $1,000. Now this is getting a little interesting. Rage is promising $1,000 to the show if Tyrone Riley doesn't flip to Arizona. Can somebody please screenshot?
Can we screenshot that?
Yeah, somebody screenshot that.
Mike, you want to split it or?
Yeah, it's $500 a piece. Yeah. We'll get cool. $500 a piece.
Sweet.
Yeah, somebody please screenshot this though. We're gonna get to CD Gay in just a second.
Kobe, be quiet.
Cody,
ruining it, Kobe.
Why isn't anybody screenshotting this? Did somebody go up there?
I have it. Don't worry.
All right. Yes. All right. Book it. Oh, Rage is standing on business. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about CD Gay.
When I go off camera and rub my nose, does it look like I'm doing cocaine?
I don't care. Nobody's watching. Doesn't matter. Looks like you're picking your nose and you don't want anyone to see. Just embrace the pick. The booger. Are you going with the booger sugar? Oh, that's booger sugar. I can hear it and I can smell it.
I should do it one time and like.
What happens if Rage is right? We get $1,000. No, we don't get $1,000. If Rage is right, we get to sit here and say Rage is the man.
He comes on the show.
Yeah, Rage has to come. Here's the deal with Rage. If Rage loses, we get $1,000. If he wins, he's got to come on the show sooner.
Yep.
I think
if he wins, no, I got to go in. If he wins, we will contribute to Kobe's flight to Shotgun Willie's.
Yes, we will. That's what we will do. Yes, if that's what it is, we will put down 40% of Kobe Elfield's flight to Shotgun Willie's. Rage will pick him up at the airport. Okay. Yep. Now,
Perfect. Good job,
Yeah,
Mike.
we got it. All right, now let's talk CD Gay. There's nothing seedy about this guy's game film. This guy is good. I like this player. I like this pickup. He's very, very good.
Yeah. He had a game this morning. I actually watched a little bit of it. Had 17 points against Overtime Elite. He is very talented. He is going to play. How much he plays this year, I don't know. But he is definitely going to play.
Right. Yes, exactly. Now, and I think that's somebody. So that's something I'm very excited about. You know what I like about him too? He blocks shots. I like guys that block shots. Ben One White. Ben One White already said this is his favorite player. We already know this. But he made a.
The announcer pronounced his name completely wrong too. It is Gay. That comes directly from the source. The announcer on today's show called him CD Gouye.
Did you say that same source said it was also Gouye originally?
But it was, and then CD actually called him.
His name changed?
No, I was wrong. And then CD called him and said, I am CD Gay. And I said, my man.
So the guy didn't know, and then he did know. Okay. Either way, I like him, though. I think that he's a good player, and like you said, I think he's going to play. You know what I like about it, too? Arizona's going to need some girth down low, some strong. Well, I don't know that. He's got some girth to him. But he's got to have to block some. Yeah,
a little skinny. He's a little
skinny, but it's skinny girth though. It's like boy girth. So he's got to. He's going to put on a little.
You have now said that you have taken a picture of a minor and you just used the word boy girth.
Yeah. Well, nobody's watching.
This is our last show, guys.
Yeah. All right. But either way, CD Gay, though, the way he moves up and down the court, he's like a Clydesdale. He's like a gazelle. I'm very, very excited about. I'm very, very excited about him. You know what else I like about it too, Sheer, is that if Krivas is a lottery pick like Tommy thinks probably, or he's off to again one of the cold soup countries, then this guy I think is going to be ready to step in and start. After a year.
Oh, after a year? Yeah, I can see it.
Right.
It'll be. But he's the type of player where I think he's going to be good.
Right.
I think people also need to be patient. And then in a year or two, he's going to kind of take that big step. He's going to be one of these international guys that take that big step forward.
Yeah, and that
trust
does
the process, though. Got to trust the process.
Yeah, you got it. Trist Rage. No, not Trist Rage. No thanks. But either way, he's good though. And what I like about him too is that he can, like I said, he can block shots, he can move, he's nimble, he can do a lot of those different things out there. We are excited about it. He's going to transfer. Why would he transfer if he's going to start?
Just people get,
Yeah. By the way, that was an amazing tweet that person put out about ASU yesterday, where Arizona basically destroys them in every sport except like women's basketball.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
That's what I've always said. People, these ASU fans, they're detached from reality.
No, they really are. They're totally detached from reality. There's this guy that always tweets at me. His name is ASU Rose Bowl. And it's like, dude, like you went to one Rose Bowl 30 years ago. And they're like, it's more than me. And I'm like, well, we have a national championship. So yeah, something you'll never see in your lifetime, putz.
What was that noise you made?
Yeah. Man, putz. Yeah, dude. So, anyways, all right. I like Gay is really, really good. I'm very, very excited about that possibility. Okay, let's pay a few bills, and we're going to get to a little bit of Arizona football here because I want to listen. The Gen Zers, I don't think they know good Arizona football. Actually, maybe they do.
Well, they do. They had that 1 year.
They do know. Gen Zer. You know what's funny?
They don't. I don't think they know the real struggle.
Yeah,
Gen Z. It's the opposite.
Gen Zers know the peaks, and then immediately how it becomes down to the lowest of low valleys.
Yeah.
Last year. I think last year was about as low as it gets. I really do, because of the expectations. No. And here's why: because of the dude. Even the Sutherland teams won 5 games.
I understand that, Mike, but you had a season where ASU beat you 70-7.
How many wins did Arizona have that season?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
Yeah,
Not enough. That's where he was fired the last year.
How many wins did they have that season?
Kevin Sutherland won 9 games as the Arizona head coach. I just don't remember how much was in that last year.
That was was that
he was fired. He was 0-5.
He's 0-5. Okay, well,
that was the COVID year, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the next year was the COVID year. You got him, basically you fired him before he could really get things going, though. We don't know how good he could have been. So either way.
That was the COVID year.
No, the COVID year. No, the COVID year was the following year because remember
why were they 0-5?
What's that?
Why were they 0-5?
Because they fired him. That following year.
But it was against ASU. That was the last game of the year.
The following year was the COVID year. That's the year where everybody got the extra year of eligibility.
So that's got to be wrong, right?
No, because the following year was the COVID year. Because remember, that's when we beat Cal.
Well, it says 0-5. How are they 0-5?
No, the someone year was the COVID year, and then the following year was when they were still doing COVID protocols, but they had a full season.
Yeah, but remember, that's when we beat.
Mike, they went 0-5.
I know, but I'm right though, because they don't count, the NCAA doesn't count that year as the COVID year. They count the following year as the COVID year.
I don't care. He was 0-5.
Shortened season.
Yeah,
okay,
that's fine.
But either way, I'm
semantics here.
All right, either way, I'm right. My point is this. But remember, that's when we went 1-11. But remember, we beat California because none of their roster was able to suit up because that was the following year with Jed when they won one game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That counted as the COVID year.
Mike.
The NCAA counted that as the COVID year.
What are you talking about? You're arguing something completely different.
The NCAA...
That was a shortened season because of COVID.
But the COVID year was the following year, though.
Who cares?
But that's the following year, though. The NCAA counts the 20. That's why everybody got a free year of eligibility, not from the 2020 year season, but from the 2021 season.
Mike. All I'm saying is that the season was cut short because of COVID.
All right. Well, either way, we're both right. How about this?
This is why Mike moves the goalposts all the time.
I don't understand
what he's talking about.
I don't understand what you're talking about. There was COVID that year. Is that better?
Yeah. Sure. Right. Fine. All right. We'll move on. We'll move on. Let's see here. All right. Anyways, I win. But we're all wrong. No, we're all right. Damn it. Okay. So, anyways, what were we talking about? We got to get some reads in here. Oh, Land the Man with the Master Plan. Duh. Let's see here. No, you both aren't right. Mike, you are wrong. No, I'm not, because the NCAA counts the 2021 season as the COVID season.
Mike is playing a semantics game to say he's right.
I am right. Look in the record books there. Okay. All right. So, Eris Dental. Speaking about looking at the record books. All right. Hey, do Gen Zers go to the dentist, or is that like a little too in person? Like you might like to see somebody up close.
No, I would hope they go to the dentist.
I mean, I guess we'll ask Wilbur's Big Burner about this if he goes to the dentist. But either way, daily urgent care, Monday through Friday. Look at this woman. She is happy because she knows that she will emerge with her tongue victorious, and maybe that's her name, Victoria. So that was the, so anyways, that is a daily urgent care, Land the Man with the Master Plan. And sure, you need implants.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, you might at some point. Yeah. But
you
you got to get the 1997 championship package. Boom, the championship package, owned by local Arizona alumni, Lan Allen. We like Lan. TucsonImplants.com, TucsonTeeth.com. Check it out. You could be like this woman right here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. What else we got? Baggins. All right, now, hey, Kobe Thiel, you're trying to get in shape. You're going to the gym. Go to Baggins. Get some good food at Baggins. Yummy. Use code AZ12 for 15% off. 12 Arizona locations, locally owned and operated. All food made in-house daily. Cody, I need you to go to Baggins soon. You haven't been to Baggins lately.
I almost never leave the house now because of the baby. So.
Well, yeah, because you live in the middle of nowhere. I had no clue how far out you lived until I had to go over there. That was insane. All right, Dennis Walsh, Baggins, get the turkey pesto special. So again, maybe you'll see Dennis Walsh. He's always at the one on Grant with his girthy BMW. Either way, use code AZ12 for 15% off. Okay, now let's get back to some football. So just so everybody knows, the 2021 year is the year that the NCAA said that is a free year because the teams were in and out. You get a free pass. The NCAA calls it the COVID year. Don't blame me. Take it up with the NCAA, not me, you. Okay. Now, Sheer, I want to ask you a little bit about Arizona football here. We're going to talk instant impact contributors. and guys that we look at and we're going to say, man, that's somebody that we want on our side immediately, not later on, not down the road. Okay. Running back position. We got 2. What kind of role, I ask you this, though, Quincy Craig, what kind of role are you looking for out of Quincy Craig, though, this year? Like, are we going to see, like, is he going to get 15% of the carries, 10%, 20? What are we looking at?
I think he'll get carries, and then his role will he's going to be the one back, I think, that lines up everywhere. You're going to see him at wide receiver in the slot. You're going to see him at the running back. You're going to see him on special teams. He's that one guy that's going to kind of be a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but he is going to play though, right? And by play, do we mean like a Speedy Luke role where you get 3 touches a game?
No, because Quincy Craig can stand up straight when he gets touched.
I mean, against Portland State competition, yeah. So I'm gonna be interested to see what Speedy does this year. I'm gonna be excited to see Fresno State, baby, right? Fresno State.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Ishmael,
is that any different than Portland State schedule?
Fresno State's definitely better than Portland State.
Maybe.
A lot of NFL quarterbacks come out of Portland State, huh?
I meant schedule.
Yeah, I agree with you. There, Joseph. Joseph's, yeah. Howdy, y'all. Boom. Okay. Big 12 Bobby. All right, now. Kedrick Reesno. Now, that is one I'm going to claim victory on. I do believe he's going to be the bell cow, the man that gets the carries.
Yeah. I would think he's going to be the starter. I don't think there's going to be a bell cow, so to speak. It's going to be pretty even.
Does he get 50% of the carries? I'll say 50, and then it's 30-20.
To begin with, maybe. Yeah. I think, honestly, it's going to be like 40-40-20.
40-40-20. So you think Body and Reesno are both going to split it, and then Craig's going to get 20% of the carries.
Pretty much,
All right. Now, wide receivers, all instant impact guys. All of them. We're even bringing in white wide receivers that are going to play and have a big contribution immediately. Wysong, Watley, and Hudson. Oh, that's a law firm. Wysong, Watson, and Watton and Hutley or Hunts or whatever. Shearer, let me ask you this: are those the top 3 leading receivers on the team, or is Chris Hunter in there somewhere?
Hunter's in there easily.
Okay,
Hunter will absolutely be
higher than which of those guys?
Wysong's not even going to start.
Really?
Yeah.
He came here just to be close to the lady.
The starters are going to be Watley, Spivey or Phelps, and then Hunter.
Wysong is perfect. I like how I don't know. I like Wysong a lot. So we're basically diminished. Wysong was the most successful guy that came in here from a major conference.
Who's he starting over?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing his resume speaks for itself. Sure.
That's fine. He's not starting.
Now, and who's let me ask you this. There weren't a lot of let me ask you this, Sure. There were not a lot of wide receivers that lit up Arizona last year.
No.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Luke Wysong, my friend, lit up Arizona.
He's good. I didn't say he wasn't good. He's just not going to start.
Wait a second, Mr. Tyler.
Actually, I still am probably wrong. What about Chris Hudson? He also will probably.
Well, Chris Hudson's got to start, right?
Yeah, so it'd be Hudson,
Watley, and Hunter,
and Phelps / because it's 4.
What about Jeremiah Patterson?
He's going to start something. It could be homework. It could be football.
You've thrown in the towel on Jeremiah Patterson.
Look, all I'm
You've
saying
thrown
is
in the towel. You're a hater.
I am setting up a minor setback
for a major
comeback.
Major freaking comeback, man. Yeah, all right, fine. Fair enough. I get it. Okay, now, let's see here. Hold on now. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, just making fun of ASU people. Cool. Oh, yeah, promo code. Yeah. Okay, good job, Armando. Boom. All right, so now at the offensive line, everybody is going to be an instant. You know what's funny about this? Everybody's going to be an instant impact contributor, Sheer.
Yeah, they have no choice.
Right. I mean, they got no choice. That's why everybody wants to come here. So they have, all right. Oh, I noticed that too. I was on Our Lads a while back, and they have Mr. Tyler Warden says, shout out to Our Lads. They have Wooten starting over Rhino on the depth chart.
Who is that? Maybe because he's hurt.
Yeah, Wooten. You like Wooten though. You've come around on Wooten.
Staff likes Wooten. The staff likes Wooten.
So yeah, that's all right. Well, I guess we will find out there. It's going to be interesting though. All right, but at the center, are we going with the Kamena guy?
To Canberra, yeah.
To Canberra, same thing, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're going with him, and then we're going, need Mike on my team at the rec. Hey, Ralph, ask me, Ralph. I'll get in there, buddy. Hey, did I tell you that I had 2 kids ask me to hang out at Dirtbags? Was
one of them Wilbur?
No, one of them wasn't Wilbur. But I told him, I said, I think I'm probably a little too old, but maybe a one-time situation where I might go to Dirtbags. I would
Mike,
have to like.
You know what Extras told me today? I didn't realize this. Today's World Goth Day.
Goth Day?
Yeah. How did you not know that?
Well, I've never worn makeup, so I don't know. But Ben White might know about it. He just messaged us.
Yeah, that might be what the message is about. Yep.
Yeah, that was it. Actually, that was it. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Ben White, yes. Now, Kean Burnett, I am going to go on record, and I'm going to count him as a newcomer because he wasn't here for the spring,
Absolutely.
What's that?
He is a newcomer.
Yeah. I think Kean Burnett, I'm calling my shot. I am saying that Kean Burnett, my friends, is going to have the breakout year, and he's going to emerge as an MNFL draft pick.
Man. Like any round?
Yep. Here's the thing. All we needs to do is stay healthy because we know he's got the talent.
Well, that's been the case every year, Mike. He's always been talented. He says he feels better and all that. I'll believe him, but yeah, he needs to stay healthy. That's just what it is.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. The funniest thing that could happen is Sam Olsen starting over Burnett. I don't want to watch Sam Olsen again. Hopefully we don't.
That would surprise me greatly.
Mike loves Kean like Joseph loves Patterson. Yeah, that's a good point. You do. But I will say this. Now listen, Joseph is obviously on the Jeremiah Patterson bandwagon. I'm on the Kean Burnett bandwagon. I'll put it to you like this, though. I like my bandwagon's possibilities more than Joseph's. How about that?
Did you say possibilities?
Possibilities.
It sounded like you said possibilities.
There's a place that I used to like to eat at on Grant and Tucson, and it shut down after 6 months. It was called Pasta La Vista. It was really good. I liked it. It had really good food. I liked it a lot. So, all right, yes. And I don't think there's the only San Jose State transfers. Well, if there's from San Jose State, they're obviously going to play. So we'll get to that in a second here. Javion Cole going to play, right? Shearer going to start?
Yeah, him and he's solid. Dansby's solid. Yeah. You don't even know who Dansby is.
Dansby is a cornerback as well. He's a guy that had he had a really big burners on in 10 minutes. So there's that. Mike sees no, that's you, Joseph. Okay. Now, as far as the linebackers, I like the kid that we had on the show, Riley Wilson.
Yep, he's good.
I like him. I think I'd like to see him start. I'd like to see him start with Tay Brown.
Solid possibility.
Yeah.
Solid possibility. It depends on what look they're getting. Riley Wilson, could also be on the defensive line. Similar to a Chase Kennedy role. I like Max Harris a lot. Yeah.
All right. Hey, let me ask you this. Javion Cole does love Buffalo Spot. He has it on Instagram. What do you think about what do you think on the D line? Who leads the team in sacks this year? I'm going to go with an outside the box pick.
I think it'll be like a guy like Riley Wilson.
I think it's going to be Chase Kennedy. I'm telling you, they're going to unleash him.
I do not think it'll be Chase Kennedy.
Why? Because he's 185 pounds.
Yeah, he's just too skinny. I don't know what role he has. He's kind of stuck in a weird place because of his weight. Similar to me, we have very similar problems.
Yeah, that's Cash Peterman went to UCLA. Did he?
He's talking. No. Rage is right. Cash Cleveland was the center from the Colorado Buffs. Rage knows his football.
Right.
He went to Texas Tech. Rage.
Yeah, he went to Texas Tech. Yeah, all right. Well, either way, it is what it is. What do we need to know on the recruiting front, Skier? I mean, what 5 stars are banging down the door to get in here as quickly as possible?
I think offers are going to start, or not offers, visits are going to start here in a couple of weeks, I believe.
Right.
June 6th or so. They honestly, Mike, they've got, now look, I'm not going to lie and say they've got 5-star visitors lined up here, but they've got some pretty good visitors lined up. Actually, I think next week.
Right.
But yeah, there are some 4-star visitors that are scheduled to visit.
Yeah.
Braden Robinson, a wide receiver, scheduled to visit.
Right.
Gavin Day, a 4-star safety. Oscar Rios, a 4-star quarterback.
Yeah.
Jaron Jones, a 4-star corner.
Are these guys coming here? Or interesting.
I think they could get Oscar Rios.
Right. Oscar Rios? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they can get him.
Oscar Rios. I mean, who doesn't want Oscar Rios? I agree with that. I think that's fair. By the way, we have some kind of thing. Oh, by the way, we got an intern coming on board. Here shortly. It's going to be very interesting, Sheer. Very, very interesting.
I'm excited.
I like the email. It said it could maybe help Cody with his thumbnails. That was funny. That made me laugh a little bit. Okay, now let's get a couple reads in here. Wilbur's Big Burner. It's on deck. He's about 7 minutes away. T-7 and counting. But let's get some reads in here. Boom. Talk to me. Talk to me. All right. Listen. Now, we talked about it before. If you don't want, listen. If you're like some of these kids that are going around without air conditioning, Kobe, you don't want to go home and not have air conditioning either. I mean, I know you think the Dodge Challenger with the 202,000 miles on it's a flex. It's not. But you know what's a flex, though, Sheer, is having air conditioning. When you go home having a flex, it's air conditioning. That's exactly what you want to have. And ComfortX HVAC provides all of that. Look at this guy right here. This guy, look at all these wires right here. I'd be strangled by all those wires. ComfortX HVAC, though, they can also hold on. They can also, like I said, ComfortX HVAC, my friend. Residential and commercial HVAC expertise at affordable rates. ComfortX HVAC, built on trust for the long haul. Small business with big savings. Check it out. Okay, now, Mike, this is my 12, Kobe Althiel. Mike, this is my 2006 Challenger Daily. Okay, yeah, it sucks. All right, now, we got the Botox. We got the Botox.
Hey, Sean, Kobe, don't let this gen. What gen are you?
Me? I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
Millennials are the best. Let's see. Imagine not having ComfortX HVAC to look at your AC as it gets hot like me. Big 12 Bobby. All right, now look at that. We got the Botox Scottie Pippen on board here. Look at this. The AZ12. Look at that. Look at that. Now, hey, Cody, you got to blow this up so that we can get the mess with the paw, get the glove.
Ben was telling me that too.
Yeah. You're not doing it.
So many hours in the day, Mike.
All right, that's fine. All right, so either way.
Whatever.
Okay, now, either way, check it out. Best Paw, get the glove. These things are awesome. AZ12-podcast-shop.fourthwall.com. Shout out to our guy, Boog, by the way. Boog got one, and Boog, you need to go through something going on at Safeway. I can't remember what he said. But either way, check it out. AZ12. Now, what else do we got? Boom. What else do we got? CFF will move to straight seating model. That's tough for ASU. All right, RJ's frozen cactus, my friend. RJ's frozen. Now, red hot beer, ice cold beer, red hot sports. Kobe Althiel, unlike most of the Gen Zers and Wilbur, I got to give Wilbur a lot of credit. Even though I like making fun of Gen Zers, these guys come out to stuff. So I got to give them credit. They all came. It's a good time. You can get some very nice food. You can get some no bad seats in the house. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. 100+ craft beers plus $2 deals. It's got a girthy parking lot. Again, you've got the jet flying above, obviously. You know, I was watching this thing. Did you watch that thing on Netflix about Bin Laden?
I saw
capture of Bin Laden?
Watch it.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, they keep showing all these people like letting guys out of the jet and whatnot and are letting people out of the helicopter, and all I could think about was Dennis Walsh. But either way, no bad seats in the house. No bad seats in the house.
You watch a lot of TV.
I do watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
But I also get outside of the house. Here, I'm going to explain. Millennials are the best because here's why millennials are. Now, now this is true. The young millennials, those ones are kind of. My generation was the first generation where you didn't have all this weird stuff that's going on right now, but you also at the same time knew that it wasn't okay for people to drink out of separate water fountains. So you didn't have this other stuff going on in the previous generations that you had in this one. Boom. That's why it is. That is why it is.
USA.
USA. Back the USA. Back the USA. Okay. All right. Now let me ask you this year, and Wilbur's coming on here in just a second. Do you have, oh, hold on. All right. We're going to talk about that with Wilbur. So does Arizona get a 4-star kid in this class?
Oh, in football? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. You want to let us on who?
I think that they land a 4-star. Right now, if I had to pick one, it would be Oscar Rios. I think that they have a very legit shot.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's where I am. That's where I'm going with it. Millennials, much better. Act for the women who felt wrong. And that show is just yeah. Either way, yeah. So check it out. All right, now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring him on early. Dang it, Dad. Hold on a second. This is my dad calling. Hold on. He keeps calling me.
What is Vance?
Hold on.
Vance.
Dad, I'm on air until 11:30. That's an everyday thing, you know. Okay, bye. God, he keeps calling me. It's like,
Don't you ever talk bad about maybe?
All right, Wilbur's Big Burner coming on now. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Is it important? It could be important.
No, it's not important. He's trying to get us golf lessons.
That's important.
Yeah. Well, I get it.
Vance, call me.
Yeah. He's got a. But
I saw those golf clubs for you if you want.
What's that? Yeah, I don't want. I actually have good golf clubs. I just suck. My products up. Coming on now. Get in here. Sheer retweet this one. We need to get Wilbur. We need to get Wilbur as many. Crap. That's not good. Hold on. Wilbur's Big Burner coming on now. Hold on.
I love watching you just.
Dude, I'm such an idiot. All right, Wilbur's Big Burner coming on now. Hold on. Let me get this link out there one more.
Mike's got AOL.
Yeah, AOL. No, you know who did have AOL? Hey, you want to hear something funny? Our buddy, or my buddy that you didn't like, but then you did like, he actually does have an AOL email. I've been meaning to tell you that. So know that you probably should, but okay. All right, let's let him on. Wilbur Big Burner. Wilbur Big Burner.
Back the A, Mike. Let's go.
Bring him on, though. Bring him on. We got to at least have that emoji, that image.
Oh, yeah. Put my little picture up there.
Hey, Cody, add him.
How's it going, everyone?
Hey, Wilbur. Hold on. We got to get you on the screen, though, even though it's just your picture. You don't want to get doxed. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Hey, all right. I guess I'll try adding him. I don't think Cody's here. Cody, add him, dude, please.
What are we adding?
I'm working on it.
We're adding.
Give me a second.
Hold on. He's going to add him onto the screen. I want people to be able to see the Big Burner.
Hey, if it doesn't work out, it's okay. But
hold on.
I appreciate y'all having me on the show. Sorry I'm not showing my beautiful face.
It's a Gen Z thing. I get it.
It's a Gen Z thing. No, we
all right.
We kind of defeat the whole purpose of the burner, but I'd love to come on a future show. In all my
hold on, we're gonna get you on here. You're not getting out of you're not getting out of this one. But we're gonna get you on. No, we're gonna get you on like now. Cody is figuring this out. All right, I want to ask you a couple. Oh, there he is. There he is. Yes.
Appreciate you, Cody.
Everybody out there that wanted to know what Wilbur's Big Burner looks like. Are you? Yeah, Dennis Walsh says, "Are you a furry?"
I am not a furry, Dennis Walsh.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it. All right, let me ask you this, and we'll go back and forth here. The one thing that I really want to address with you before all of this other stuff, before we start confronting you about the sins of your generation, that guy at Dirtbags, that guy was a pain for, and I was laughing when you put that tweet out there. That guy is a total putz. He's always kind of a jerk. You know what's funny about him? He's like a low-key jerk, as you guys would say. He's always like muttering something or mumbling something or like messing with the jukebox. Dude, you let me know your opinions on the guy that has basically been running Dirtbags for the last 572 years.
Look, man, when I first showed up to Dirtbags, like my first time, this dude was there, of course, and he was like, doing his thing, and I was like, oh man, it's Dirtbags, so it's okay. This dude's just an a-hole, right? He's fine. And then after like a few years, I was there a couple weeks ago, and I had an average interaction with him. I'm like, you know what, this dude's a putz. Like, I'm tired of convincing myself that he's awesome. He's not. He's just a dude who works at a bar every single night. I'm like, dude, you are not a good. You know what's funny?
Person. I want to hear a conversation that I had with him one time. This is great stuff, guys. And if you guys have been to Dirtbags, you know exactly who this is. I talked with him about the only time he was ever nice to me is when I talked to him about his New Balance shoes that he was wearing. I don't know if he still wears New Balance, but dude, he used to wear these blue and white New Balance. And one time he comes in, and he's got these and he's trying to tell me that he got new shoes, and I'm looking down at the shoes, and the shoes are not new. He just had new shoelaces. And so I told him, being me, I said, sir, with all due respect, those are not new shoes, those are new shoelaces. And he got super upset. He said, wait a second here, and then he just mumbled something, and then he just always gave me like mean glares, like when the Gen Zers want me to come to Dirtbags. I have thought about it for that one reason, just to be able to go there and say, hey, man, those shoes suck. But no, he's a total putz.
What's wrong with New Balance?
No, I like New Balance. I'm saying he lied.
I'm just making sure.
He lied to me, though, about having New Balance because he got new shoelaces. Does it count, right, Wilbur?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it just doesn't. Okay, Shearer, you got a question for the
all right, you're graduating. You're an adult now. What is the one Arizona athletics moment that you'll never forget?
Wow. This is the question of all questions.
Yes, it is.
I mean, look, I'll go ahead and I'll say I probably watched every single, at least football and basketball game in my time here, undisclosed. And man, there were some highlights, but maybe it's just because it's so recent. But the Caleb Love shot on a Monday night, I'm right there in the student section. I mean, it was just cinema. It was pure cinema.
Is that a term that you notice? Is that a term that you guys use now? That is cinema, pure cinema. I should use that.
It might be. It was cinema, though. I mean, it was just all things Arizona, and I feel like we deserved it. You know, talk about what we deserve, but I feel like the fan base, we deserve that one. You know,
right? I think we do. Now, let me ask you this: were you in or not a sorority? Were you in a fraternity?
This is controversial, but Wilbur's Big Burner was not in a fraternity. But I had a lot of friends and roommates who were, so I got my way around. You got into the cool buddies, parties. But, yeah, so I was never really into it, but no.
Did you get into any of the Alpha Phi parties?
No, but we made our way with some other sorority, but it's all right.
Chi Omega, good work.
AZ12 is getting involved.
This is big.
We need to get our own
AZ12.
fraternity.
Yes, Rush AZ12. Wow.
Yes, we need to. I agree with you. Good job. You made friends. You didn't buy friends. Bear Down Cats 96. That's very good. Yes. Mom, I need $10,000 this semester to make friends. I'll make you some friends for $10,000. All right, now you're a big MNBA guy. I like the MNBA a great deal as well. You had a really good tweet out there yesterday about who is the lamer MVP. It was a dumb question, but I understood your question. Joel Embiid or Shea. Now Shea's far more deserving, but Shea's become a total weenie though. I'm not in on Shea anymore, man. That was a good question though, Wilbur's Big Burner.
Yeah, it was kind of a backhanded question, but I don't know. I saw he got the MVP, and I was like, yeah, he's really good. I'm not no diss to Shea and his ability to hoop, but I went and I looked up all the top or just all the MVPs in the last decade, and I was like, to have this dude's name up there with like LeBron and Prime
but Harden got
Russ
one. Harden got one though.
Yeah, so. But that one's tough because he had a great season, but. I don't know, man. It's tough. Yeah, I'm a big Suns fan, but this season's been a little rough to watch. So I've mainly just been watching for the playoffs. But yeah, the Embiid Shea thing, that was kind of like that
was funny though.
Let's look at this, but I mean, it's just crazy that I don't know. I look at all the last 10 MVPs and to have this dude's name up there with him, kind of.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Now, Sheer, you got a question, and then I'm about to start interrogating Wilbur. He's on the stand.
Oh. I was going to ask if he thought about me last night when the Knicks had the worst.
Yeah, I did. Of all time. I mean, I'm sitting alone on my couch, kind of like I'm watching unbiased. I'm cool with whatever team wins in the East, but that must have been rough watching that ball fall through.
Oh yeah, no. Well, at least at least you guys took advantage of the opportunity in overtime. Not.
Yeah, don't get me started.
I mean, you gotta admit, hell of a game.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Dude, it was funny. Like I was driving around and I was talking with Brogan on the phone, and then because they were up like 14 or 15 or something, and I'm like, all right, well, time to listen to some. I was listening to Bon Jovi, "Shot Through the Heart," and you're to blame. But then he like messaged me back, and he's like, dude, it's going into overtime. And I said, what's going into overtime? I thought he was talking about hockey or something. I don't care about hockey. And No, it was that game, and then I got home and I watched, and I said, "Wow, this is tough." Yeah. So, okay. I want to ask you first thing about the burner culture, Mr. Big Burner yourself. Why is everybody scared to put their name to their takes? Why is this, Mr. Big Burner?
Well, I think the heart of a burner is that you can post whatever you want, and there's very little repercussion. And I'm probably past the point where I could, just post whatever I want. I think too many people probably know who I am at this point. But yeah, well, I'll say this. I didn't realize how many people I would meet when I made my burner. I thought it was just like a little fun thing where I can go post my terrible sports takes. But I'll say well, no, I just like when I post stuff, like, I don't know, I'll just post whatever. But I've met so many fans through the other Big 12 schools and stuff, and it does make me have a good opinion on these other schools and their fans, especially as we entered the Big 12. I don't know. It also kind of throws your name out there. I feel like I'm in touch. You may have noticed with a lot of KU burners. That's a huge thing at KU.
Yeah, but your friends are from Kansas, though, aren't you? Or you're from Kansas, right?
No, I'm not. But I got a lot of friends who are from there, and I've met a lot of these guys that they're like, oh yeah, I'm
Jalen Wilson's driving school,
exactly,
or KJ Adams enthusiast or whatever.
Yeah, I'm Crack Hawk, and I'm like, dude, I know you from Twitter, and it's just like weird that I've like made friends through this stupid burnerverse. But at the end of the day, a burner is just a stupid burner.
All right. Now, the question that I have to ask you, and you don't fall into this category, neither does Kobe L. Thiel and some other ones. So I need to be very clear. Joseph falls squarely into this category. Gen Zers, why do so many of them stay inside and not do anything?
It's a good question, Mike. This is a good question.
That's why I'm asking you.
I think, there are those who can hoop and there are those who cannot.
But I guess
I don't know, man.
Like when I was growing up, like we used to like ride bikes and play in the park and like leave bikes in the front yard. And like if you saw somebody, you would be like, "Hey, what's going on?" I live down by the U of A, and every kid that walks by, like I was raised, if somebody walks by you, "Hey, how you doing?" Everybody looks down. It's like they're terrified to make any kind of like interaction or anything like that. Why is this?
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I'm like you. I'll wave and say hello. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's a Tucson thing. I feel like a lot of times I'll be driving around my neighborhood and I'll just wave at people taking a walk and they'll just like flip me off.
Sure. What's your yeah? That's a natural thing. You wave at somebody and they give you the middle finger.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Sure. What's your take on this issue?
I mean, Aurora's younger, but she's the same way. Like we were at the Union yesterday, and I made her go to the Union and get lunch because she was hungry while I was at the eye appointment. And some boy from Tucson High started to come up to her, and she literally got up and walked out.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
she's like, I was why didn't you just talk to him? She's like, I don't want to talk to him.
I don't know. Maybe it's maybe mama raised me right, I guess.
You're a man of a strong, impeccable values, Mr. Big Burner. This is true. The other thing too. All right, now how much of this now, as far as like, so what do you guys do now if you're looking to go out and meet the ladies? If you're looking to go out and meet some women, do you guys like just like stay on the app, or do you do like what what our generation did and we went out and tried to meet people? What do you guys do?
Nah, man, you got to go out there. I mean, I know friends who like do the online stuff. I'm not in that scene, so you got to get out there.
Yeah, you got to get out there, man.
That's
you got to
dangerous. Those online things are dangerous.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I always think with kids like that, they're going to end up like they're ending up in like Madagascar or something because some guy like just took them and it's like, hey, meet me
it's going to want to be in a special that you watch on Netflix one day, Mike.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you. So you guys actually go. So you and your crew, and I will say this: I've seen you and your crew out and about. You guys actually go out and talk with women. Good. We got a low bar for this group of people. I will say that.
Yeah.
Now let's see here. Dick Wilson. This is a good question. Question for Wilbur. I like how we're calling him Wilbur, Mr. Big Burner, like that's his name. Okay. Question for Wilbur. When he he gets DoorDash, does he answer the door or have them leave it on the front step? That's a good question.
See, it depends. Because if it's after a night out,
right.
I like to go out and grab the food personally from the guy and make sure I'm in the picture. I find that very funny. And they take a picture of the food. I want to be in that picture. It makes me laugh.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I think that's fair. Sheer, what do you got?
When did the burner start? Like, did you just wake up one day and you're like, I'm gonna make Wilbur's burner? Or
Kind
how
of.
did you do that?
Well, so it was probably around. It was probably around when I started listening to you guys' shows, and I was just starting to get like really into Arizona sports and form my own opinions and stuff. And my good boy, he's in the chat right now. AJ, he's watching.
Oh, AJ's the man. AJ's on Wildcat
AJ is
Authority,
the
by the
man.
way.
He is. He's very active on Wildcat Authority.
Right.
And AJ's awesome. He was telling me about his friends that I met initially who all are from Kansas. And they all go to KU, and he was showing me their burners and stuff. And I just thought it was the most awesome, funny thing ever. I was like, wait, I can just make a social media platform where I can talk about Arizona sports with no repercussions. So that was where the idea started. But I didn't actually start it until probably a year and a half ago. And then that account got deleted after like a month.
Boo.
No, I didn't delete it. I got banned.
Oh, what'd you do? Was it something bad or was it something good?
I tweeted kind of like a harsh comment. I don't even remember. It was about Embiid or something. It was about an NBA player. And then I restarted Wilbur's Big Burner.
Yeah,
took it off.
It's funny. It's good that Sheer has that Ben One White has a friend like Jason Sheer because Ben One White or Sheer was looking. I won't say it because everybody would hate Ben One White. But Ben One White when he was like in high school. And how old is Ben One White? Like 28.
Yeah, it was when everyone was getting canceled. I was like, you know what? I better like do certain.
And I didn't have anything that should have been canceled.
Certain hot words.
Yeah.
That I searched for.
Yeah.
And we found a couple with Ben. I was like,
Ben One White made a very bad comment about like a halftime performer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in like 10th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of where my digital footprint isn't the cleanest. And as Wilbur enters the workforce, it might not be the smartest in case that information gets out. So that's why.
Hey, workforce. All right. So let's talk a little bit about it. We got to pay a few bills. Let's do this. Let's keep it on here with Wilbur on here, though, Cody. Can we do this? I'm sure we can. Oh, look at this. This is so good.
Oh, let's get a read in.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Welcome to the Rock. Hey, Wilbur's Big Burner, do you live with your parents?
No, not right now. I'm in Tucson, but yeah.
All right. Is it trending in that direction?
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever the case may be, though, 2 convenient locations, my friend. Tucson plus Green Valley, 50 plus locally landscaping materials. Where are your folks from, or would that be doxing you?
No, sorry. I'm going back to Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah, not as cool, but
Yeah, exactly.
I know
Well,
it's rough.
for the right
Who's up there? I know
Jacob
there's someone
Franklin.
Jacob Franklin's up there.
Yeah.
There's someone else who's up there though, right? Who's just on the show. I feel like. a couple weeks ago.
Tyler Warden, I think is.
Yeah,
from there.
I know Tyler Warden's up there too.
Yeah,
We'll
Mr.
have to
Tyler
do
Warden's
a
from there as well.
AZ12 Phoenix meetup.
Yeah, no.
All right, continue the read. Sorry.
All right, yeah, sorry. Either way, they'll probably deliver up to Phoenix if you really press them on it because you order enough stuff. So if the mother and the family unit wants some of this stuff, put in a good word for them and let them know this. Wilbur's Big Burner. We got to be very clear. There's something you got to tell them though, in case there's any misconceptions.
What is this, Mike?
Come on.
Now I know the scurrilous rumors.
They're not just in Green Valley. Just make sure they know. That's all.
They know. They know. I tell them. I wake up and I text the folks every morning.
Stand on business. Better rock stacking. AZDR or AZ or Chance Comanche. All right, check that one out. All right, serving residents and contractors, Mr. Big Burner. All right, what else we got? Talk to me. Bridge Tech Communications. Now, Kobe L. Thiel is trying to get into shape. Shear's going to the gym now. We like this. This is good. Do you go to the gym, Mr. Big Burner?
I do. I'm sad to be leaving the North Rack. I got to get my own gym after I leave Tucson.
When are you leaving Tucson?
As soon as this call ends.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're heading out.
Oh, yeah, heading out. All right. Where in Phoenix? Like Guadalupe?
No, yeah, closer to North Phoenix.
All right, North Phoenix. Well, all right. Well, that's probably a better area. But Kobe L. Thiel just says, yeah, I am trying to get in shape. Yes, and that's why, because gyms out there with Bridge Tech Communications, they can help you market your gym or health wellness spa, promote 100-plus health entities across multiple states, 750% average ROI, bridgetechcommunications.com. Check it out. Now, if Wilbur's Big Burner goes to a gym, he's probably going to go to one of those like exotic gyms, one of those fancy gyms. And I would imagine that those ones are partnering with Bridge Tech Communications because they work. Check it out. Boom. Now, Gringo Billy says there was a grip at semi-trucks when I was at GVDR. Yeah, that's what they do around there. All right, now, Big Burner. Arizona basketball this coming season. What are your expectations, my friend?
You know, the narrative has really changed since Carter, the announcement. But TIT, man, trust in Tommy. I think we're gonna have a great season. I'm so excited to see this starting roster. And I was telling AJ yesterday, I don't think the big three, I guess big four freshmen coming in, they're probably not all one and done. So I think we have a little bit of room to build off of for next year, especially when we're already talking about how big this next recruiting class might be.
Right.
I'm excited.
Now, let me ask you this then. And Sheer, I want your take too. Everybody's talking about what we lost. And, you lost Carter, you lost KJ, and those are obviously losses. But what about losing Trey and then bringing in Koa? Why are we not talking about what a massive upgrade that is? I mean,
it's huge. And, no disrespect to Trey. He's a great dude. But, I mean, it's different. There's levels to this, It's different.
Sheer, what do you think?
Because, maybe we're just all tired of picking on Trey.
Yeah.
Why can't we be nice?
I have a funny
just saying,
you don't know what you had until it's gone, Mike.
Yeah, that's true. That is very good. Wilbur's Big Burner, you have a story for us. Talk to us.
I was at a Gray's Burgers just on Speedway a couple of days ago, and I'm standing in line and I'm like reading the menu, and I take forever to read menus, and it was like 5 minutes. I'm standing there like, oh. And then I turn around.
How did you sound? Real quick.
I was like,
okay, good.
And I'm reading the menu, and for like 5 minutes, I'm just standing there, and I finally order. And I turn around, it was just Trey, just standing there waiting for me to finish. And I was like, oh, my fault. It was fine.
Yeah.
That was a nice guy. He's a nice guy. We went into quiz days one day. He was there.
Yeah, no, this guy makes it out. All right, it's good stuff. Mr. Big Burner, you are the man. We very much appreciate you coming on. We very much appreciate it. Hey, we need more clips from you, being that you're moving back in with mom and dad. We need more clips from you making fun of us.
Yeah. I'll get more clips. Now that it's summer, I'll have more free time to actually watch the show live. I'd love to come back on the show, but maybe next time my face will be showing you guys.
All right, man. We'll try. Like I said, it's a tall task for these people to be able to identify themselves. So
I appreciate y'all having me on. This is fun.
All right, Mr. Big Burner. We appreciate you.
All right, appreciate y'all.
All right. Now, Sheer, you're the man. Where can we find you doing your stuff? And we'll be back with you tomorrow at Friday at 10:30.
WildcatAuthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
Was this peak cinema?
Yeah. Cinema. You've never seen that meme, Cinema, where it's what's his name? Scorsese, and it's black and white.
I haven't seen it. No, is it good?
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. I think Cody was trying to talk to him. Cody, you got some surprise for me tomorrow.
Yes, we are having a special game for Mike. We can see how it goes. Maybe we'll do a few more this summer. It's called an anti-draft.
Could this get me in trouble?
No, I don't think so. I mean, depends on what your guesses are.
You said small boy girth, and you took pictures of little girls. I think you're going to be fine.
No, that's all crap.
That was out of this show.
You know what's funny? That was funny though when I did take that picture though, and you didn't see it for like an hour, and you said,
"No, I saw it right away." And I turned to Aurora and I go, "I think Mike just took a picture of us."
And he said, "This stalker crap." Hey, by the way, with this long range relationship that it appears that Rage and Shelby have,
it's getting hot and heavy today.
When Rage comes on the show, I assume that. I assume Shelby should be on here.
Here's the thing. Shelby, I had originally told her that he was going to come on that original date. What was it, like next Tuesday?
Yeah, and then he said he couldn't come on for a year.
Shelby had a meeting. She would not have been able to come on the show that day, and she was really, really upset.
Well, there's some stuff going on there.
It's going to be an explosive relationship.
No, he's not, Joseph. That's going to be definitely be an explosive relationship for sure. But again, couple. Rage is naturally a North Sider too, as is Shelby from the North Side region. So all right,
competition. I get it. I get it.
It is what it is. Yeah. All right, we're gonna be back with you tomorrow, though. Rick, I'll check as soon as I get off. But again, you guys are. That sounds terrible. All right. On that note, though, Sheer, you're the man. appreciate it. Joseph, Rage isn't coming on, so why don't you come on next Tuesday and we'll do all of the
You should
anonymous.
have all these dudes come on the show when I'm not here. Like have them co-host.
Yeah, but we don't know if Joseph will actually talk or anything, though.
Well, that's true. And then, it's going to be like in a dark room. The lighting will probably be bad.
Yeah, the lighting will probably be bad. It'll be like having Kim Doss come on or something. Like they're just, yeah. So anyways, no, I told you when I had her on the show and like she just
I know.
she's like, the lights won't turn on in the house. Meanwhile, there's like a light, literally a lamp that's literally on in the background. So either way, Joseph, let's try to have this, let's try to get Joseph on Tuesday. Let's try to make this one happen. So on that.
Game started Duke, Mike. Game started Duke.
Oh, did he? Oh, did he commit to Duke?
Out of my guy.
Yeah, all right. Well, either way, man, he's getting paid, man. All right, on that note, though, TTFN, we will be back. Can Joseph just type his... Yes, that's what Joseph. If we bring Joseph on for the fan segment, would he just type his responses, sure?
That would be fun.
Or he's like the guy that instead of laughing, he just says LOL. This is my only social experience all day, every day. Joseph, you're the man. We appreciate you. We'll be back with you tomorrow. TTFN, ta-ta for now.